Hello guys, it's the Eradicator, and today we have another exceptional video as we are going to be answering a question from one of the members of the Rad Club on my Discord channel. You know guys, that if you are a supporter of the channel, I'm always very happy to answer your questions. It's one of your perks, and here, Jason RS is asking, I wonder how box missions will be profitable in 3.17 with fuel. I have been, loot collecting before 3.17 goes live, and he wonders also if other stuff are profitable. So, what we are going to do in this video to answer Jason's question is actually take a delivery mission, the basic one, at 4,000 Alpha UEC. We'll see how much fuel we are going to be using. We'll be looting all of the outposts that we'll be visiting, and then we'll be selling all that loot and see if it is worth it or not. So here we go. Let's get started. And before we start this video, I wanted to thank my Patreon and John Better members for their kind support, which is really helping me out pumping all of that content on a daily basis. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Guys, we are at the New Deal. Welcome to the New Deal. How did that feel? I just love the voice of the New Deal. It's just something so amazing, it's so charismatic, I guess, right? So we're gonna buy here an Adventure Titan because I don't have one here in the PTU. I want to try to get some kind of experience that a new player would be having because, well, let's be honest, looting out basic outposts is not really something that a veteran or seasoned player would necessarily do. There are much better ways to be making many money in-game, but when you are starting, when you're still a couple of weeks into the game or you just start a game, you're really looking for ways to make tens of thousands of Alpha UEC within, not necessarily a short amount of time, but within a couple of days so that you can again upgrade your equipment and get better gear and eventually a better ship, right? So I think that if you're just starting here, an Adventure Titan would be great because it has an interior, you can do a little bit of trade, the storage capacity inside is also better, so that's what we'll be going for, that ship, and we'll be taking off Lorville. Taking a mission here at the beginning, you don't really have much choice, especially if you're just starting the game or just had a character reset or the PTU. You're gonna have to take the basic delivery mission, which is worth 4,000 Alpha UEC. It's very simple. It takes you from one outpost to another outpost. And, we'll be visiting two outposts, so that means that we will be also looting two outposts, and there's going to be plenty of opportunity to loot. You're going to be able to see that as well. Now, we do know that fuel is going to be subjected to the quantum simulation of Tony Zurvek in Status Alpha 3.17, so I'll be flying my ship the way I normally do, which means full afterburner, full throttle to get in and out of the lower atmospheres to then be able to quantum travel from my location to my next location. And we'll be seeing also at the end of this little delivery run how much fuel I would have consumed here in the Adventure Titan, and also how much would that cost. Now, I don't think I'm going to consume as much fuel as I would with a Cutlass Black, for example, or even an Aura, simply because the Adventure Titan is an aerodynamic ship. It has wings, and it has a very sleek profile that can go and pierce through the thick atmospheres of some of the planets of the Stanton system and the Star System universe in general. So I think that it should be quite fuel efficient compared to other ships, so don't take that as a reference if you do not have an Avenger, but just take that as a documentation in case you're looking for a ship that may be more effective than what you have. Alright, so our first destination is Pinewood, which is one of the outposts of planet Hurston, and again we can really appreciate the new volumetric clouds and the new revamped atmosphere of this planet of the Stanton system. It really gives a totally different feeling compared to the 2D clouds that we had before, and I'm still blown away by the changes that were being brought here by Star System of 3.17. So looks like this outpost has got a couple of buildings, and inside those buildings we are going to be finding some loot boxes, and we'll be seeing whatever they have. I think I'll try to loot everything that there is to be looting just for the sake of it. and then after that we'll just be picking the box and going to the other outpost, which I believe is right there on Aita, and then we'll just be looting everything again, and we'll be selling. We'll go to REFERRAL, and you know, why not doing other things as well, since we are here at some of these outposts. I've got an adventure. I can do a little bit of cargo as well, see if there are any valuable commodities that I can take and sell at a future location. So look, I really like my landing, by the way. All right, so let's get started, and I'm gonna have to be really careful, by the way, because a couple of bugs have been reported. Apparently players are getting damage from the stairs or from the airlocks, so I'm gonna have to be watching out for that. Well, what do we have here? Our first loot box of the day, and let's see what's inside here. We've got some multi-tools, a very nice jacket, some boots, a beanie, food and drinks. Well, you know what, as I said, you know, we are gonna have the new player experience, so I'll just take everything, and we'll just see whatever is how much money I'll be able to make once we arrive at our destination later on, whether it is Lorville or REFERRAL or above the planet. So eventually my inventory got full. I think that jacket took really a lot of space, so I'm gonna go back to my adventure here and transfer all of my items from the personal inventory to the ship inventory. And this is where you're gonna see one of the main criticisms people have of the current inventory system, which is a little bit clunky, and you're gonna have to drag one by one each of the items that you have in your personal inventory into your vehicle. It takes a long time, and that is just from one looting run. There's gonna be plenty of other looting runs to do here at this outpost and the next outpost that we are going to be visiting later, so you can only imagine how much time we are going to be wasting doing that. It's not fun, guys, if we're being totally honest. Alright, going back into the building here, we have a box to pick up, and that's where we're going to see some of the issues with the current with the current PTU, guys. This is the S patch, by the way, and the bug that you're going to see is not actually in the patch notes. So this is the box that we need to pick up here, so we'll just grab it, and we are going to be bringing it back into the ship. I've already looted another loot box here in that particular compound, so well, nothing special, just a couple of clothes here, and oh no, what's happening? I think I just tripped down the stairs and I'm bleeding out. Oh, 26% here. So yes, bleeding out, as you can see, is not as painful or as quick as in previous patches. This was fixed. The problem is that I do not have any med pants. The only thing I have is the multi-tool with a healing attachment. It is attached right now, but because we are in an armistice zone, I cannot apply it to myself. So basically, there is nothing that I can do. I'll try to pick up the box. For some reason, I got a tier 3 injury on my leg, which makes me very, very slow. I'm bleeding out. My vision is slowly but surely losing its colors here, becoming black and white. I'm blacking out as well, and I don't think I'll be able to make it to my ship. I will probably collapse very soon, and I'll be dropping the box. It is very unfortunate. And it's one of those bugs that are happening right now in the PTU. I just hope that this is something that will get fixed eventually. I will definitely make an issue council report so that maybe there will be some awareness reason here for the devs. Yeah, very unfortunate. And well, it's gonna take forever for anyone to come and rescue me, so I'll just backspace and respawn at Lorville. Alright, I'm on my way back to my destination, Pinewood on Hurston, and I'm taking a Cutlass Red this time. I thought it was appropriate, because, you know, actually it's the space ambulance of Star Citizen, so I'm going to be rescuing myself. I'll even turn on the lights here so that it looks even fancier. And I don't think I'll be needing this one anyway, because if I had the Cutlass Red, I would have died anyway, because I got that tier 3 leg injury. I would not even have made it. But anyway, if you can go a little bit faster, maybe you can be using this ship if you have one of those bugs that eventually make you bleed out. I'm pretty sure that you can actually get some medical help from that ship and maybe survive such an unfortunate incident. That is one of the reasons why having a Cutlass Red might be handy for these types of missions. And fun fact, I actually in the PU do fly a Cutlass Red quite regularly, and it has saved my life many times under such circumstances. So something worth noting and worth considering when you want to fly a ship but you don't know which one. Yeah, think about the Cutlass Red. It may help you quite a bit. Yeah. All right, back at Pinewood here, and it looks like nothing has despawned, which is great news because I've got a couple of ships that did despawn corpses as well, and that's very frustrating because it's just a waste of time. But it looks like I am being inspected here by security forces at the worst time possible because I'm going to land. So yeah, he's telling me to stop, but I'm gonna try to land and then stop and see if it works. It sounds like he's getting a little bit impatient and angry. It says like, oh, this is your last warning. So we'll see if I can do that and if it works. Right, perfect landing again. Let's exit the ship. Oh no, final warning, he says. Yeah, I'm even getting the message on my UI here through the glass. So getting a little bit of pressure here, but we'll see if he says that everything checks out. I mean, so let's get out of here. I will leave the door open just in case another player comes and get the same problem here. Yeah, everything checks out. Look at that, he's just over there. Oh, he quickly disappeared. Where did he go? Oh, it's like he despawned. That was an interesting experience. Okay, my box is here. It has not despawned, so we'll take the box first. That is the highest priority. Wow, oh no, it doesn't work. Oh, I thought it wouldn't work. All right, great. I was able to pick it up. We will drop it in the Avenger, which was the plan. The plan was to do that with the Avenger the entire time. So let's drop it right here. And next, I want to pick up my corpse because it has this very big backpack that is going to be very useful for all of the looting that we'll be doing later. After all, it is the purpose of this video. So just double click on the items that you want to be equipping. For some reason, it did say that I had a med pen, but I never remember having equipped a med pen. Oh well, anyway, let's pick up everything. We don't need the undersuit. I already have an undersuit. Feels better. I felt like I was naked. And we're gonna go back to, well, first let's go to Platinum Bay over there. Platinum Bay is the, oh, there he is going away. We could see the ship from the security forces in the back. Oh, it's just waiting on top of this outpost here. Very interesting what's happening. Anyway, let's go here and see if there are any boxes to be looting. In the past, there used to be some very interesting ones. So let's see if this is going to be the case here. And the door is opening. No, there are not. There's not a single box here to be looting. Well, that's unfortunate. So we'll be looking at other buildings. Let's get out of here. All right. Now that's very interesting because looks like not the weather, but the sun is going to set. It's getting darker and darker. So probably by the time I finish looting this outpost, it will be nighttime. Yes, guys, for those of you who don't know, in Star Citizen, planets do rotate. And there are night and day cycles. And it's you never know, when you get to a place, you never know if it's going to be night or day. So where are we going here? Habitation. Hopefully we'll find some very juicy loot boxes with some clothing items or maybe, armor. Why not, right? Maybe we'll get lucky. There's the first one here. And what do we have? Looks like we are getting some pants, some medical guns that I cannot use here. So we'll take everything that we can and we'll go for the next one after that. Alright, time to get out of here. I've looted every single building. Haven't found anything special here. Mostly clothing, a couple of multi-tools and multi-tool attachments as well. Probably that's going to be the most valuable items that were looted in those loot boxes. So we'll see how much all of that is worth when we'll be finishing our mission and sending all of that. Next, we are going to the moon of Ita, Ryder, where we're going to drop off our box, make those 4,000 Alpha UECs. We'll probably buy some cargo as well and loot whatever is available to be looted there too. Alright, in front of the drop box, and let's see if it is fast and reliable as it advertises, and we'll place the box inside. You guys remember in the past, a long time ago, how these were almost never working. Oh, nice view here. So let's see. Yes, it is working. Oh, I'm so happy. This is awesome. All right, mission completed. There we go. Objective complete. The package has been delivered, and we just made 4,000 alpha UEC. And we've also completed our trial. Let's have a look here also at that loot box. Nothing too special. A med gun here, a couple of attachments as well for the multi-tool, and also well, those flares. We'll take the flares. We'll take the orbit mining attachment as well, because these are worth quite a bit. I mean, quite a few hundreds alpha UEC. And we have another box here, of course. So let's see if there's anything interesting. There is a multi-tool. That is also not bad at all. We will be taking the pants as well, not the fruit. Guys, do not take the fruit. It is not worth it. We'll see later, by the way. I'll show you later at Lorville at the end of this video how much the fruit are worth and why it's just a big waste of time if you pick them up. But taking the pants, however, is not a waste of time, so we'll be doing that and take whatever is available as well in that box. And after that, we will be buying some astatine at this trade outpost, and we'll be buying not a lot here, only 8 SU of cargo. Why is it 8? It should be 12. Maybe because of I've got stuff in my inventory, perhaps in the ship. And we're buying for 5,775 alpha UEC of astatine. It will be interesting to see also how much of a profit we'll be making of that when we will be going back to Lorville later on. So in that red box, when you find those red boxes, you are likely to find armor. So that's exactly what I found. It was easy to put the helmets in my backpack, but any other armor part cannot be put inside the backpack. So you're gonna have to manually place them, place them outside of the loot box. You're gonna have those boxes that automatically pop up. Grab it, and you're gonna have to put it one by one into your ship. Now, again, because we are in an armistice zone, unlike when you are on a bunker, you can just take your tractor beam attachment, your tractor beam, and just make that box fly as quickly as possible toward your ship or toward the elevator and then into your ship. It's much quicker. But at those outposts, it's impossible to be using a tractor beam because of this armistice zone. So if you find some piece of armor like that, you're gonna have to go manually bring these pieces one by one into your ship. Again, very, very tedious. Did you see there's a little bug here? At first the vehicle inventory was not showing, so you have to press I and then I again and then put it into your inventory. Just like that, the box disappears and you'll be able to go back to the building and pick the second one and repeat the process until you're done with your looting. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, this video has been heavily edited already, so you guys did not see all the tedious process, but at this stage I have already spent over 48 minutes in the game trying to loot items here at these two outposts. I have looted everything that there is to loot, including most of the fruit. Eventually I got tired and bored of the fruit, so I decided not to pick them up anymore because I know it's not gonna be worth it anyway. So we're gonna go first to Everest Arbor. I want to see how much the fuel is going to be worth there, and maybe a little bit of repairs because I think I must have damaged the ship a little bit. And then we will be going inside the station and go to the various shops to sell. But oh no, I made a mistake. You can see here my inventory is empty. That is because when you are at the stations or the landing zones, well, it does not take your ship's inventory under consideration. You have to go back to your ship and manually change the locations of all of the items that are in your ship into the local inventory. So in this case, I've got hundreds of items that I'm going to have to manually place one by one from my ship into the local inventory, and it took a grand total of 27 minutes to manually displace everything from the ship into the local inventory. It is extremely time consuming right now in Star Citizen FF 3.17, which really doesn't make it worth it, because if some of these items are just worth a few hundreds of alpha UEC or less, then you're just wasting your time, even if you have a lot of them stacked, and you cannot even stack them, so you're gonna have to sell them one by one eventually later further on the line. So there's something a little bit clunky here with the whole inventory system that needs to be worked on, because it's really not worth it It's really not worth your time taking some of the lower tier items from those loot boxes and then sell them because of that particular process. And we're gonna see that later when I'm going to be selling those items. All right, I'm rushing this time back to the station because I've really wasted a lot of time already for putting one item into all of the items into the local inventory. I am at the admin here, and it looks like at Ever's Arbor. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, they do not buy astatine, so that's why I gotta have to go to Lorville eventually. But I'm at Casaba Outlet. That is the clothes shop, and we're gonna sell everything that we looted here. Looks like that jacket here worth quite a bit. So this is awesome. By the way, you can see in all of your various inventories here. So since I put everything in the local inventory and I have to go to Ever's Arbor, there's a jacket here, 1950 Alpha USC. Very nice, very expensive. So again, gonna have to sell them one by one. And it's again quite a tedious process, but after selling everything, I have realized that I have sold for a whopping of 9,476 Alpha UEC. Not too bad. There were only 3 items which were subscriber items, and therefore the subscriber items cannot be sold. They will be stuck at 0 Alpha UEC, so I guess I'll just keep them here at Ever's Arbor in case one day I want to be using them in the future, right? Anyway, I've sold for 9,476 Alpha UEC at Casaba Outlet. Now at the armor shop, we got some more armor to be selling as well. So let's go to sell here, Ever's Arbor. Some of these pieces of armor are worth quite a bit. Look at that heavy helmet here for 1,164 Alpha UEC. Very nice. Those other helmets here, 2 helmets at 777 Alpha UEC. That is also pretty good too. So all of that here is going to be worth 4,179 Alpha UEC. Pretty decent indeed. Coming up next, we will go to the cargo area. And at the cargo area, I can also sell a couple of things, including for some reason the med guns. So these ones are also pretty nice too. They're worth pretty much quite a lot of money here. 375 Alpha UEC. I've got 8 of them, which is for a grand total of 3,000 Alpha UEC. And if I sell everything here, it's going to be worth, wow, not bad at the cargo shop here, 5,329 Alpha UEC. Okay, that was pretty worth it actually, taking all of those recharges. So we are back at Lorville. A very nice landing here. Again, that's one of the things that I love about Star Citizen. It's just going seamlessly from one place to another. Something that we talked about in yesterday's video. In case you haven't checked it out. We talked about 5 different technologies that changed the Star Citizen world. And I'll put the link in the description down below, or at least in a pinned comment, so that you can check it out if you have not. So back at Lorville, and something that I have noticed as well. It's been in the patch note. They've been talking about this. In Star Citizen 3.17, your thirst and your hunger are persistent, they are working, and that is why I did not sell some of those bottles of water and that food, simply because, well, they're going to be very useful and they're going to be coming handy. Eventually, if you do not take care of your body by drinking and eating, you will die, and that would be very unfortunate. So I got some kind of energy water here, which is going to be giving me a little boost. And of course, since we do not want to make Lorville dirtier than what it is, when I finish here my bottle, I will put it here in the trash can, and you should do it so. You should do it so if you want to be a good citizen, right? Anyway, let's go to the admin, and we're gonna see if we can sell more things here. We still have some fruit, the fruit that we've collected at the outpost. So here we go. Let's see if we can sell the astatine. That would be wonderful. Let's sell here, and no, we cannot sell the astatine, but we can sell the fruits, and we can sell them for a pathetic amount of 549 Alpha UECs. It's absolutely ridiculous. It was a waste of time, and again, I really do not recommend you guys to pick up the fruit anywhere. Just leave them, pick whatever you need in case you are hungry or thirsty, but that's about it. I also have some flares. I want to see if I can sell the flares here at Tammany and Sons, because I believe that you should be able to buy them as well. I could be wrong, right? I can sell the noob suit and the noob helmet that I got when I died earlier. I guess if you have a collection of them, like if you die a lot, maybe you'll be able to sell them en masse. But I'm not going to be wasting my time. I just sold the fruit, and that's basically it. And we also have the astatine to sell as well. Remember, guys, that we bought 8 SCU of astatine for 5,775 alpha UEC. So let's go to the business district here at Lorville and see how much that is going to be worth. It's probably not going to be that fantastic, but again, a profit is a profit at this stage. If you are a junior player, a beginner, a starter, you want to be making as much money as possible, and here we're saying that for 7,164 alpha UEC. Overall, guys, my total income for this day is total profit is 28,893 alpha UEC. I would not recommend you guys to pick up the fruit, but if this is something that you're into, why not, right? Because it's not bad when you're starting, as I said. Anyway, we have a giveaway. We're giving away, thanks to DJ Timo, a Drake Cutlass Black. If you subscribe to the channel, all you have to do is to, as I said, subscribe in public setting and answer the question I'm asking right now. What is the most money you've made out of looting in 3.17 PTU? I want to know. Also, if you want to help out the channel more on Patreon, if I go to the YouTube Join membership program, you will have access to exclusive content like this one about Terra, or more about outposts here, or another video that I made about trading in 3.18. All of that is available for Patreon and Join Button members. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's The Eradicator. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much to Dr. Fobin, Eric Owen, the DJ Dunn, Geek Citizen, and Captain Snake. It's The Eradicator. I will see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Join membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are at the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is The Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.